Hi everybody. So as it is the beginning of the year, the beginning of a new year of 2018, I thought it would be interesting to also do a card like I did last year for the year. And so the deck I was drawn to was this one, Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guide Oracle cards. And there are some weird and wonderful animals in here, of which one came, not the first one. Two cards actually wanted to come for this yearly reading. The first one is the weasel. And it says at the bottom, be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your ears, eyes, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. So the weasel basically has come to remind you about being the observer of what's going on. So removing yourself, like I said in the weekly angel card reading, if you've watched it, from the noise, from the chatter, internal or external, and really connecting internally and silently. And so that can be through meditation, it can be through walking, it can be through sitting quietly, it can just be through writing. It can be whatever way you want to do it. It can be in the car. I very often get, when I'm in the car, ideas or thoughts or things that come. And so this card is the weasel for the year, is a reminder which is really prevalent for me. I think this is something I need to do more of. I think it's also something that when we're busy, with regards to whatever that is, whether it's work, whether it's family, whether it's our own business, whether it's just life, we can sometimes just react and not necessarily step back and think about what the next right move is or where our focus should be. And so the weasel, he comes or she comes as a reminder to just take a breath, step back, retreat, be in silence, be in meditation. And when we're in that place, we're in a better place to process, to receive, to just listen, and to, like I said, remove all of the daily noise and the internal noise that can perhaps block us away from listening or receiving that information that wants to be shared with us, whether that's through our own thoughts and processing, whether that's through our angels, whether it's through God, if that's what you call it, or whether it's through our spirit guides or through those ancestors potentially that we connect with on higher planes, if that's also the way that you work. And so sitting, breathing, slowly connecting is a reminder through this card as a yearly thing to do, actually, which is just so important. And then the second card that came was this, and apparently you pronounce it Pueo, which is the Hawaiian owl. Very spiritual, very in line with omens, with signs, with symbols, with connection, actually, connection to spirit guides, connection to ancestors. And so this animal is representative of your ancestral spirit guides, and it's saying that they're really offering guidance to you, and it's important for you to pay close attention to any signs, to any omens that come from them. So again, as a yearly card that's come, it's a reminder to be connecting to your spirit guides. You may know who they are or you may not. If you're not sure who they are, that's something you can do in meditation. You can ask your spirit guides to step forward. They very often change if there are new things that are going to be happening for us, if there are life changes that we're going through. So it's always a good process, a good habit to get into, to connect with spirit guides and quietly ask them who they are, what do they want you to know. And they're the ones that you can also call on, in addition to angels and whoever else you work with, for guidance and for support. And so your ancestral guides, which is what is mentioned in this card, it's saying that they will show you signs and they will give omens that are, if we're paying attention, are things that we should be seeing and things that we should be processing and information that we should be thinking about. and they'll share that in whatever way we, as our preference, whether we realize it or not, receive it. So it might be that actually you're somebody who processes and receives things better through hearing. So they may, you may hear a word or particular words or a phrase that keeps being repeated. You might see something, hear something on the radio that might be repeated. Somebody that you come into contact with might keep saying something, or it might be a song that comes on, or it might be something that you hear just as a message that comes in through your senses that you don't know where it came from, but it just feels right to you. Or it might be a repetitive sign that you see, either I don't know, something on the back of a truck if you're driving, or something you see in a magazine, or something you see on the television. Our guides tend to share us things with us to get our attention, and that very often is through excuse me, through repetitive things like through numbers or through signs or pictures or that type of thing. So the second card here with this owl is a reminder to really be paying attention. So I guess with these two cards for this year, it's about going inside. Really, they work hand in hand with each other now. It's about going inside, being silent, processing things, and removing yourself from that noise and from that chatter internally to look at what next, where should I be going next, or even just to stop for just a minute rather than just being on that constant go. Big reminder for me. I struggle with that, you know. And then the reminder that our spirit guides and our ancestral guides are here to help us and to point us in the direction that we should be going next. And they'll be sharing those signs with us. We can also ask questions to them and then ask them to share with you, you know, their guidance that is usually in a way that we best receive it. Like I said, whether that's something we hear or something that we see or just something that we feel. Is that one. So I hope that was useful. The yearly angel card message from this lovely deck of cards by Dr. Stephen D. Farmer. He does a great book as well about animals and animal spirit guides. And it's the messages from your animal spirit guides oracle cards. Hope that was helpful, and I'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.